We're going to get started by creating our starter file. The starter file must match the units of resolution of your design files, should contain both a horizontal and vertical geometry and a corridor, and it also should have the proper default symbology set up to complete the corridor creation.
Let's get started by creating a new file using our seed file from our workspace to make sure that all of the units are the same. That's important. So I'm just going to call this all sheets start file.dgnlib, and then we'll save that. We'll go ahead and check our defaults here. So I'm going to be with the primary class, transparency is to 0, and I'm going to be using level default here. Nothing special for this to draw our horizontal geometry and our corridor. So I'm going to place the line between 2 points with civil geometry, not using a feature definition, and I'm just going to start out at 0, 0. And I'm going to draw a line 15,000 feet in each direction at an angle of 0. If you have a lot of sheet seeds you plan on doing, you may want to make this longer. It doesn't matter if you exceed the length of the line or not. So we'll close our key in. And now we're going to assign this a profile elevation by constant. And I'm going to select, make sure that we don't have any feature definitions. We're going to select our alignment, set it to an elevation of 0, and allow that then to become our active profile. Now let's do our right-click view control and open up our views. So plan profile in 3D. We'll select OK to pick our alignment and then set up our profile view. I'm just going to do a fit view here. And then let's go ahead and set our active drawing scale to 1:1 in each of our views. There's no reason to have a drawing scale turned on in here. So we'll select each of the views independently, set them each to a 1:1. And then we can go ahead and do our save settings. Now we're going to build our corridor. And prior to this, I did make a template called null with no points in it. Make sure on your corridor that you're not going to have a feature definition set. And I'm going to use that template null. It's just a blank template. So you can see how if I select it, you'll see that it's empty. So we'll accept that template choice. I'm just going to lock it to the start with the Alt key, the end, and then put a drop right in the middle. Accept that. So let's open up Explorer, and then we're going to expand down and take a look at what we have in here to clean up. So let's delete our surface feature symbologies. Just right click on that category folder and delete it. Same thing on linear feature symbologies, and then under feature definitions, let's clean those up. And so now all of those are removed. We'll go ahead and check our annotation definitions. Those should always be clean when we're completed, as well as our annotation groups. So we're good there right now. And then we'll want to check our element templates. If we have any element templates, we need to delete those. And then lastly, let's check our levels. So we'll go over to our level manager. And if you sort by used, really at this point, the only thing you should have in here is default. So we can save those settings, close Explorer, and we can compress our design. So let's set our symbologies up. So we'll set our level here to draft name boundary. So that way all of our name boundaries will go to the proper level. And in your color, style, and weight, if you want to use by level, that's fine. I'm going to change to construction class and set a transparency here of 50% for my name boundaries. And then when I get done with that, I'm just going to do a save settings here so that all of that will be remembered.